Have you ever looked up at the sky or down at the ground and wondered, what on earth is going on here? Today, we're counting down the 10 strangest natural phenomena that nobody, not even the world's smartest scientists, can fully explain. Some are beautiful, some are eerie, and all of them will blow your mind. Ready to get curious? Let's dive in. Number 10. The Sailing Stones of Death Valley. Deep in California's Death Valley, there's a dry lake bed called Racetrack Playa. Here, giant rocks, some weighing hundreds of pounds, mysteriously move across the desert floor, leaving long trails behind them, as if they're alive. No animals, no humans, just rocks, gliding on their own. For decades, people blamed everything from aliens to magnetic fields. The latest theory? On rare winter nights, a thin sheet of ice forms under the rocks. When the sun rises, the ice cracks and the wind pushes the rocks, sliding them across the muddy surface. But here's the thing, not every stone moves, and nobody's ever actually seen it happen in real time. So, the mystery remains. Number 9. Fairy Circles of Namibia. Imagine flying over the Namib Desert in Africa. You'd see millions of perfect, round, bare patches, like polka dots, stretching for miles. These are the famous fairy circles, and nobody agrees on what causes them. Some scientists say it's termites, others say it's plants fighting for water, and local legends claim they're the footprints of gods. Each circle can last up to 70 years. Even with modern technology, the real answer is still up for debate. Number 8. Blood Falls in Antarctica. Now picture a frozen white landscape, suddenly interrupted by a waterfall that looks like it's pouring blood. Welcome to Blood Falls in Antarctica. For years, people thought red algae was to blame, but that didn't add up. Turns out the water is loaded with iron, and when it hits the air, it rusts, just like a bike left in the rain, turning the waterfall a shocking red. But how did salty, iron-rich water get trapped under the ice for millions of years? That's still a mystery. Number 7. The bioluminescent waves of the Maldives. Ever wanted to walk on a glowing beach? In the Maldives, at night, the ocean sometimes lights up with a magical blue glow, as if the stars have fallen into the water. This is caused by tiny plankton that light up when disturbed, creating a sea of stars. But why do these creatures glow, and why do they gather in some places and not others? Scientists have ideas, but there's no complete explanation yet. Number 6. The everlasting lightning storm of Catatumbo. In Venezuela, at the mouth of the Catatumbo River, lightning flashes up to 260 nights a year, for 10 hours a night, and up to 280 times an hour. That's more lightning than anywhere else on Earth. Locals call it the Beacon of Maracaibo. Scientists think it's due to the unique mix of mountains, warm air, and swamp gas, but no one can say for sure why this spot is so electrifying, or why the storm sometimes disappears for weeks or months before coming back. Number 5. The boiling river of the Amazon. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, there's a river so hot it can boil you alive. The water temperature can reach nearly 200 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to cook an egg. But here's the weird part. There are no volcanoes or hot springs nearby. Some scientists think the water is heated by geothermal energy deep underground, but the exact source of the heat is still unknown. Number 4. The Singing Sand Dunes. Have you ever heard a desert sing? In places like China's Gobi Desert and California's Eureka Dunes, the sand makes a deep humming sound, almost like a musical instrument, when you slide down the slopes. Some call it the Song of the Dunes. Scientists think it's caused by millions of grains of sand rubbing together. But why only certain dunes sing, and why the sound can be so loud and clear, remains a puzzle. Number 3. The Hessdalen Lights of Norway. In a remote valley in Norway, mysterious lights appear in the sky. Sometimes white, sometimes yellow, sometimes blue. They hover, dart, and even split apart before vanishing. Locals have seen them for nearly a century, and scientists have set up cameras to study them. Theories range from rare plasma to unknown gases, but so far, nobody has cracked the code of the Hessdalen lights. Number 2, the Taos Hum. Imagine living in a town where you can hear a constant, low humming sound, like a distant engine that never stops. That's the reality for some residents of Taos, New Mexico. The Taos Hum has been studied by scientists, engineers, and even the government, but its source is still a mystery. Some people hear it, some don't, and nobody knows why. Number 1, the Tunguska Event. In 1908, a massive explosion flattened over 2,000 square kilometers of Siberian forest. Trees were knocked down for miles, but there was no crater and no trace of a meteorite. The best guess is that a space rock exploded in the atmosphere, but some people think it could have been a comet, a black hole, or even something stranger. To this day, the Tunguska Event is the biggest explosion in recorded history that wasn't caused by humans, and it's still unsolved. Bonus, the wow signal. Okay, here's one for the space fans. In 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio picked up a signal from space that lasted 72 seconds. It was so unusual, the scientist who found it wrote, "Wow," in the margin. Was it aliens? A cosmic accident? Nobody has ever heard the signal again, and its origin remains one of the greatest mysteries in the search for extraterrestrial life. Our planet is full of wonders, some we understand, and some that still leave us scratching our heads. These mysteries remind us that no matter how much we learn, there's always more to discover. So next time you see something strange in nature, remember, you might just be witnessing the next great unsolved mystery. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, hit that like button, subscribe for more mind-blowing facts, and let me know in the comments, which of these mysteries would you most want to see with your own eyes? Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.